My helmet modifications. Darth Vader, the Black Series.
So if you're wearing your Vader helmet and you walk into a room, wouldn't it be nice if the Imperial March accompanied you, the breathing was constant, you didn't have to keep pushing a button and carrying a little side radio or something silly like that? Well, I've managed to work these all into one little fix. So I got an amplifier, and with that amplifier came the ability to play whatever else you wanted. So I've got the tracks. Here's how I managed to pull it off. So if you know anything about the Black Series helmet, Darth Vader helmet, that you'll know that it doesn't have a voice amplifier or a voice changer. Me, I've got a voice deep enough. I don't need the voice changer, but an amplifier is a must in my concern. So what I've done is I put one in my helmet. And the benefit of also putting an amplifier in is a lot of these amps that you get, which are personal amps that you can carry around with you. They're made for presenters. Is that they've got basically MP3 capabilities. They've got a SD card slot, and you can play whatever you want. So I've also mounted buttons on the side of my helmet to allow for playing whatever. I've just got looped breathing. The mask comes with breathing, but it does it like 3 times and then it stops, and you'd have to keep pushing it if you wanted it to keep going. That's not viable. So I've got that on a loop, and then I've got my second track is just the Imperial March. So here's just a sample. And I think I've got like this at like an hour and a half or something like that. And then it would just go to the next track, which is then... But I can easily just jump right back. I've got buttons mounted on the side here. I made on a breadboard. I'm not big on soldering and stuff like that. So I still managed to do it all right. And yeah, just soldered it to this board here. And I'll show some internal pics and maybe some of this editing that I did, because I did this while I was trying to make this video originally. But yep, so amplifier plus whatever else you want, and it comes out this speaker. And just FYI, it can only come out this speaker because it's a shared speaker. So I have to put it on a 3-way switch. So when I turn this off, it's still going here. It's just not being routed to the speaker because the speaker is now back to the default settings of the helmet. So, and turn that off. Okay, now I'm back to original. But yeah, so you get the point. I'll show you some internal pictures, and maybe it'll help you out. This is pretty helpful. And because this speaker is not the best, it's just a plastic speaker. I've got another one that I actually mounted in the top of the helmet here. You can see I drilled out for the holes, and I ran the leads through these magnets. So these front 2 over here have my positive and negative for the speaker. That's always on for this. So if I put this, when I put this top on, you're gonna hear whatever was going on. Actually, I think I paused it. So I'll switch the bottom half back to original. So now it's on this, right? So now I'll seal it, and you'll hear the mask seal, and you'll hear the audio come out the top. So now you hear this. Because it's coming out the top speaker, that's where you hear it. Now I'm going to turn the bottom half back on. Now you can hear it down here too. That's my mods. Hope you find it useful. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Thanks.
So that was a quick overview of the features. Before I jump to the how-to, if you want to jump to the how-to, you can skip over this next section, because what it's going to do is kind of rehash what I just talked about while wearing the mask, but I'll have it off and be pointing out features more meticulously and zooming in and stuff like that. So if you want the more details, stick around for the next segment, and if you want to jump ahead to the how-to, then go ahead. So right now, this is me powering up. And then the blue light goes out. That's our mode button. I toggle that on, and that gives me access to play items from the SD card. These are the 3 buttons I added. The top one is previous. The middle one is next. Correction, the middle one is play. Just trying to let you hear it there. And pause. And then the last one is next. Yeah, I'm just adjusting the volume there. That's volume up, volume down. So I basically have a piece of material over top of this circuit board that I had taken out of that little presenter amp. This is my switch for the source input to the bottom speaker. So now I toggled it back to its original settings. So there we go. We hear the wheezing. If the helmet was on, it would be normal breathing, but it only loops like 3 times. So now I've gone back to my add-on amp. So you see how the mic just kind of weave out the front. I ended up adjusting that, making it smaller.
Test.
You can see the USB cord hanging out the back. That's just long enough to charge it. Plug it in and charge it.
Charge it.
Yeah.
Second speaker.
Yeah, so that's my second speaker I mounted in the top of the helmet. Surprisingly easy to do. It was almost like one was designed to be there. Probably wasn't, but it seemed like it. I used the original speaker from the little presenter amp. So the clever little thing, yeah, that's a bigger speaker and it's a lot louder. And the helmet, yeah, that's our bottom speaker. Both of them are working off of this because the source is on both right now. But the clever little thing I did was run the wires down through the magnets to feed the, or to go back to the original source. So that's the ability for it to be wireless, in a sense, to not be tethered to the other one. And that's it. Now we can see the insides.
Well done. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up.
So for the construction details, the how-to, whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break that into a separate video. It just makes more sense. So stay tuned. If you like the information you got here, please drop a thumbs up. Any comments if you want, any questions, and hopefully I'll answer them in the upcoming video.